I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what just happened. I glitched out. Literally totally glitched out. So anyway, I pretty much said all I wanted to say. What I really was in here for is to answer. I mean, for y'all to ask a couple questions, answer a couple questions mostly. But I'm trying to enjoy this day. I'm procrastinating is what I'm doing. So sorry about the volume, everybody. I don't know what happened. That was my wife, and I had to take that call because it was important. And yeah. So yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna start it off like this. Do I got any questions at all? Cause I know good and well my battery is low. I got work to do. You know. Brown Sugar says took your advice, bought a generator, and we use it for the first time this weekend. I hope it wasn't for an emergency. Say no snow for you guys. Uh, uh-uh. I saw a lot of people get snow. How do you like the diesel heater? I think every homeowner in America should own a diesel heater. That's how much I like it. I have 4 of them. And I think one of my favorites is this H. Calori and, or however you pronounce it, and Vivor. They look the same. Say it's crazy. Black Sheep said it's crazy how people love to pinpoint your location. You know, I don't even know why they do that. It's just some trolling. It ain't even irritating. It's just like, for what? You know? Let me see. Are rain collectors efficient or effective? It depends on what you mean. Efficient for what and effective for what? I don't. I I need to know more. Efficient and effective for what? Because that ain't a normal question. Uh, Reveal said just talked to my friends in LA and they packing up to evacuate. There go my battery. See, I thought about the model you have, just didn't pull the trigger. The reason I like that one is because you can control it with the app. If you can get a diesel heater that you can control it with the app, trust me, you'll love it. Because it can sit out here in the rain, sleet, snow, and stuff, and I got it piped through the wall half-ass, and all I do is feel the heat. I don't got to hear the fuel pump or nothing. Since I was so happy to see your water collection system. I'm not even done because I didn't put the gutters up. My gutters is on the other side, and that's another thing I'm supposed to be working on. D, where you at, brother? Right next door to you. Look out your window. Hey, D, look out your window. I'm right next door. You don't see me? Look out no, the other window. Look out the other window. I'm on this side of the house. Can you see me? Tell me when you can see me. Thank you, Black Sheep Prepper. Say, I started you prepping, man, you had it already in you. You say you in Bangladesh? Me too. Me too. I just saw you at the market a few days ago. Sandra, I'm outside now. You funny. What state you in? I'm in Colorado. I thought you was in Colorado. If you ain't in Colorado, D, who window am I looking through? Let me let me stop. Say, this is a real village. I love it. You see. Oh no, I know I better duck my head down before. I don't know, I thought this was your window, D. I'm trying to tell you come outside and drink something, but you, you know, I'm not going, I'm not going, they want us to fall off our spot, and I ain't doing it today. Hey, grown husband, yeah, I'm back, just for a minute or two. You know, I'm just trying to get some questions. Okay, you said okay. You was just asking about Ohio. Okay, man, there's so many trolls in here. I gotta know what's going on. Um, you was thinking about moving out of Ohio. What part of Ohio you live in? You know what? That's not even a valid question. D. Why do you want to leave, and where do you think about going? Where you thinking about going? Thank you, Pratia. D, where are you thinking about going, man? Is that a dog? No, this is one of them rats I caught, and it was looking at me so sad. I had it in my trap, but it was looking at me so sad. I fed it some cheese, and I've been holding on to it. I've been holding on to this rat for the last 6 months. I can't seem to exterminate it for some reason. It was in my kitchen scurrying around the baseboards, and I couldn't bring myself to finish it off. You know, I couldn't finish the job. So I opened the trap and fed it some cheese. Now she my pet rat. She said, "Baby, you better stop calling me a rat." Are you close near water? Do any fishing? Yeah, I got a whole pond right through these trees. D said lived in Cleveland. Yeah. Why are you thinking about moving? And if you thinking about moving, where you thinking about going? Before everybody keep thinking about getting up and getting out and moving out and going to, I don't know, to all 4 corners of the earth and purchasing land and stuff, you better have a plan. You can't just be going, look, don't go off of stuff. Don't go off of stuff that you seeing people on social media telling you, not even me. Not even me. If you don't have no kind of idea whatsoever in your mind of the plans you want to do, you a follower. Say D says Texas to get away from this hole. You could move to Texas and it'll be just as big as a hole. That's not necessarily the only reason you need to be trying to get out of Cleveland, Ohio. You got to have, what are you looking for? I'm trying to be straight up with y'all. I'm trying to be realistic, because I don't want you to screw up and waste your money and end up back in Cleveland because you failed. When you thinking about leaving, what are your plans? You just don't leave. You know how many people I see leave their city and state and end up right back in that city and state in about a year or two because they failed. They found out where they was going to. They wasted all their money, wasted all their time just to end up in a worse situation than they was trying to run from. What am I doing to keep plants and food alive? Nothing. I got food growing right back there. You can't see it in those bins. You got to have a plan. What are you have to break down? Come on, let's get into it. We're gonna go in the house so I can plug this phone up because we're gonna do an hour on this one. Y'all down? I want to stay outside because it's so beautiful, but I'm gonna run out of juice. This is what I'm gonna say. When you planning on leaving town, your plan has to be this. You have to have a plan. You have to start with this. What am I doing this for? If you can't answer that, then you are about to fail at whatever you about to do. You about to waste time and you about to waste a lot of money. Right now, if you're thinking about moving out of town, moving away from your city or your state or your situation, what's your first question should be, what am I doing it for? And I ain't talking about no broad stroke answer. Like you said, I'm trying to get away from this hole. That is not an answer. What are you trying to achieve? If you don't know what you're trying to achieve, you already messing up. If you don't have any goals or any end goals in place, even if they're fictional, you messing up and you about to waste time and money. You about to waste other people's time and money too, and that's why you're gonna end up in a bad situation, worse than what you already in. I can't make this up. Trust me. Every time I've moved from one state to another state, I've lived here. I've lived in Virginia Beach. I've lived in South Carolina, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, Kennesaw, Georgia, Decatur, Georgia. But what's the other one? I lived all over the place. And if you move and you don't have a plan, I'm going to tell you what we used to call it. I can't make this up. God's my witness. You know what we used to call it? Fresh put out. What do you think fresh put out is? Fresh put out is the furniture that you see on the curb or by the dumpster every single month right before the first. You know why we do that? What state am I in now? I'm in Idaho right now. We called it fresh put out because right before the first of the month, people came and moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody know the big wave back in the early 2000s of everybody moving to Atlanta, and they failed. You came to Atlanta from all walks of life, and you came here with some kind of nonsense idea in your head, and you was gonna fail. You was gonna come to Atlanta and be like the rest of them. You gonna either end up downtown living in front of the Coca-Cola building, or you gonna be trying to get a charter bus ticket to find yourself to get back home. Then some folks down there start selling their body because they ain't got no money and trying to figure out how to get back to the shithole that they came from. They thought it was a horrible place, but then they moved to Atlanta and found out this ain't no game. If you move to cities like Atlanta, I'm telling you for a fact that I know, if you move into a place like Atlanta, Georgia, or Columbia, South Carolina, and you ain't got no plan, them cities will eat you up alive. Charlotte, North Carolina, if you move into them cities and you ain't got no plan in order, and you ain't got no residuals on your side, and you ain't got no friends, and you ain't got no help, murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Na, na, na. You can't move to these cities. Oh my God, don't go to New York. I've never lived in New York, but I have family in New York. New York ain't a place where you go and think, I'ma just try my luck. That ain't no place you go doing that. And the only reason I'm saying that is, for instance, people don't understand the counterbalances of finance. D says Atlanta is a good state to start a family. No, it ain't. No, it is not. No, it is not. And now, D, now you really making me think you a troll, because you don't know. Until you lived in Atlanta for 90 days, you must never been to Atlanta, Georgia. And if you already married, let me tell you this. If you already married, stay out of Atlanta, Georgia. Don't move to Atlanta, Georgia if you already married. Don't do it. Don't. If you already married and you think you about to move your beautiful wife, you stay there 2 years. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You will still be there. D, I'm about done talking to you now, bro. Okay? You don't move there with no wife, man. It's always doomed to fail. That's always doomed to fail. Because Atlanta ladies, no disrespect, they different. They built different. In both senses of the word, they built different. They don't care they don't care that you holding your hand with your wife walking through the mall. They will take your man in your wife's face and double dog dare her to say something. And double dog dare him to say no. Like, can't you see I'm walking with my wife? So? Man, please. You didn't stay in no Atlanta. Met D. Bye, bro. Happy New Year. I'm tired of you. You asking questions like you need to know, and then you turn around. Now you're a professional. Now you in the cornfield. That's insane, man. When I turn the video this way, the trolls be like coming in with syrup on their back. I don't understand it. Right? Angela said, Atlanta changed 20 years back. Yes, yes. Atlanta ain't that. It ain't that. Atlanta is like Las Vegas. Atlanta is the place of don't go there if you're trying to be wholesome. That's all I'm saying. Don't move to Atlanta, Georgia, if you're trying to be family oriented and wholesome. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That place, Atlanta it's like, that ain't what it's for no more. That's why I left. I was talking about how people should move, but now that I got rid of that bum, I could leave that alone. Right? So, any normal questions? And that person never answered me about them shipping containers. I didn't know what he wanted to do with them. Take that out of there, doctor, whatever your name is. Y'all gonna get me knocked. Don't go talk about folks now. Don't go talk about folks. So now you can hear my diesel heater running. I got it up and running. Oh, woodpecker. Is now a good time to transplant trees from the buckets while they are dormant? It depends on where you are. If you up north and you sitting in ice, no. But if it's like this and you got a nice temperament and the ground ain't frozen, yes, perfect time. It's a nice blue sky behind me. Yes, it is. It's a beautiful day. It ain't too many clouds in the sky. You're welcome, light at the end. Sweet Butterfly says, snowing there in Michigan. Ooh. I never want to go back. I don't even like going to visit back home. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey there, I'm in North Florida. When is a good time to start grow bag garden? I don't know. I don't grow in grow bags. I don't even have a clue. I'm not gonna tell you nothing I don't know nothing about. I don't like grow bags, so I don't know. It's a lot of people that's successful in grow bags. I don't like them. Please don't speak in caps. All right. Y'all want to go with me to get some wood? Get this started? Phone about to die anyway. Brains says, Brains Over Beauty, I love your name, says, I don't do grow bags either. What's my next project? Thank you, Carrie Robinson. After I clean up, my next real project is putting these gutters up. Do you do any container gardening? Yes. Right there. See, I seen your water harvesting video. What was the reason for connecting the overflow pipes near the bottom towards the tap? So I can use them I could hook a water hose up to them and use it for something else. That wasn't the overflow. That was like a evacuation pump. Like say a bird come and take a dump in your water, or somebody dropped blood in your water. Anything happened, and or a squirrel done fell through and went and died in your water. You want to get rid of all that old water, right? Ain't too much you could do with that. So you want to be able to evacuate your water another way besides running it through your system. So that's why I put that extra hose there, so I can let the water out and get rid of it if I need to clean out the tanks. Harriet Claire, what vegetables do you grow as survival food? I grow a little. You've seen that, Harriet Claire. It ain't all of it is survival food, really. It ain't really necessarily one or the other. If you can grow it and store it, it's all survival food, right? So you sitting here trying to be hard. Come on. Let's go back in here. She freezing, and my phone is about to die. And I think I hear them wild dogs. And I don't feel like laying nothing to rest. I got so much work to do. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I'm gonna plug this in. I'm gonna answer a few more questions, and then I'm gonna try to get something done. Okay. There it is. All right. Let's finish this out, y'all. Let's finish this out. What brand wood stove did you go with? That is a Grand Teton by Mr. Heater, like the Buddy Heater. Will you make any changes to your chicken coops because of the wild dogs? No. No, because what they did and how they got in, you really can't stop that without spending thousands of dollars. I got something else for the wild dogs. What state are you on? I'm a new subscriber. I'm in Massachusetts. Will you be making? Okay, got that one. Thank you, prepared mentally. Thank you. I know Will Burnett. Harriet Claire, what plans to complete the toilet and the bathroom do you have for the future reference plan? I'm gonna leave my bathroom. You see, I haven't went back in there. I'm almost done with my bathroom. As a matter of fact, you want to see my sink, Harriet Claire? What's the name of the heater? I'll put it in the diesel heater. I'll put the name of it in the description box right after this video, okay? I'll put it in both videos I've done today. I'm gonna get this sink because I gotta put, that's another one of my projects because I'm working in the bathroom and I need to put this shelf up out here. I need to get that going so I can put in the bathroom. Yeah, Linda, I made that shelf and I made me another shelf over here that's a coat rack now. Because I needed somewhere to hang my coats instead of keep throwing. Every time the video was on, my coats was just thrown on the bed. And I did a little organizing. So now all my clothes, because I don't keep many clothes here because I don't live here. So I keep my clothes in bins under the bed. Lady Led's clothes, my clothes, shoes and stuff in storage bins under the bed. I would show you, but I don't want to show you my drawers, you know. I think that'd be cutting it close. And my washing machine is on the porch. And once I build this power shed for my power, my washing machine is gonna go out there. I won't have a dryer because we get enough wind through here that I'll be hanging my clothes on the line so they can dry. That's what I do anyway. So long as I got a little miniature washing machine, no worries. Say that heater need another fan. What do you mean that heater need another fan? I don't understand what you're talking about. Oh, my wood burning stove, listen, if you're talking about my wood burning heater, there is there is 7 fans on there. Thank you, Harriet Claire. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you. There is 5 fans on my wood stove right now. And then there's another 2 that I use when I crank it up high. Those other 2 fans are up on this shelf over my coat rack, and I pull them off that coat rack. I just put them up there last night because I just built the shelf. I pull them down because they're old. They're now about 5 years old, so they make too much noise. And I put them right on the side of the pipe. Let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. But I usually put a fan here and a fan on the other side of this pipe. The reason why I don't got them there because they old and they start to make too much noise. But do you see this double wheel right here? Those fans are blowing in 2 different directions. 2 different directions. That's 2. And then I have a 3-blade fan right here. That's 3, that's 5. And then my other 2 is up here. So when I do crank up my heater high because it's super cold at night, I don't mind the noise when I'm freezing. So I take them off and I move the water pans. And I move my water pans, scoot them back, and put them in front of the pipe that blow more heat. But right now, this is just an old can of beans that I keep water in to keep the air moist in here. And this is my wash-up pan. Not my wash-up pan, but I heat my water in this to wash up. So I can wash up. I don't wash up in the pan, but you get what I'm saying. Cause that's just free heated water where I don't gotta depend on my water heater tank. If I could get hot water, I can get almost a gallon and a half of hot water out of my hot water tank. But then I'm gonna waste solar power heating up another tank of water when I don't gotta do that. Cause that's heating up all day. And when I'm ready to wash my grapes at night, forget about it. There I got my water already ready. Get my wash basin and go to town. You know? Get them right. Because when it's 22 degrees outside, you are not about to be washing up with no cold water. Let me see. Will you insulate the ceiling? Yes. But I don't have enough money. My son-in-law did the walls. So everybody keep asking me about the plugs and everything else. This ain't HGTV. He was just trying to do the best he could do with what he had. So I'm not interested in fixing that no time soon. And as far as me insulating and putting the drywall on the ceiling, which I really, really, really need to do, I don't have the money for it. So that's the last thing on my mind right now. No, it's actually the first thing on my mind that you can't do nothing about if you ain't got the money. Building materials are super expensive right now. Do you catch enough water to water the gardens? I'm gonna take y'all with me because I'm gonna show y'all. Thank you for that. Who just said that? Where did I get the rain barrel? Online. Can you go back outside? The satellite can't see you. I'm gonna go over here and show you what one of my projects is gonna be soon. Hold on. I gotta do it like this. I ain't got no other way to do it. First, before I leave, let me drink some water. I'm a little dehydrated today. But this is all you do. I got my garbage can sitting on my footstool just to save space. Plus, I ain't got to keep bending down. Okay. That just hit different. All right. For all the trolls in here, I ain't paying you no mind. You want to go? Hold on. I want to show you something. The person asked me about the water tanks. This is just a startup of the water tanks. This is just a startup system to water my garden. But I'm gonna tell you which direction that's gonna go. Let me take you with me. We gotta go for a little walk. I'm answering questions too and ignoring trolls. I wonder how much they pay trolls. I might wanna apply for a job. I think I could be a good troll. You know, I think I could be a hell of a troll. How much does that job pay? Am I doing another gathering this year? I don't do public gatherings anymore. I only do private gatherings. Right, troll health benefits, troll vacation days. You see this? That's what I'm hooking my water up to next. You see it? I got 4 of them. So that was the startup for the garden, but I didn't know that my roof collects more rain than I thought. That one little bitty system, I only got one side that I'm gonna be doing, but it collects so much rain without the gutter that I know I'm gonna need more capacity. See, I couldn't troll if I wanted to, I'm too busy. I don't know. I would like to, do I gotta go to troll college or something? Do I need a degree in trolling or something? I need to know. Everybody wanted to see the trees. Have I made a decisions on the men's group? Yes, I'm not doing it. No men standing up. I keep hearing women asking me about the men's group. No men. No men are interested in the men's group. I just keep hearing women asking me about what we should do with the men's group. That's why I wanted to start the men's group, because it was supposed to be for men, but no men care. You need a PhD to troll? Damn. I think I still got enough credits. Do you think I could transfer my nursing school credits over to trolling, and and maybe I won't have to be in there so long, right? So here's all the trees. You know, they ain't got no leaves on them, so they looking tiny. But apricots, let me look. Let me see. Stanley plum. I know that's another Stanley plum, and I think it's a bunch of apricots. Yep, apricot. See that? I know all of these are apricots because I know I have 4 of them. Here's another one. And I know this is a methylly plum. I remember that. That's a methylly plum. And I don't remember what this was. Another apricot. Knew it. And then the rest of them is peaches. You can't see them because they ain't got no hair on them. But here's the, remember the 3? How many people remember the 3 big peach trees that I dug up from my house and drove them all the way here? Do you have to trim those trees really low in the winter? No. No. When the wind comes and the hurricanes and stuff, it breaks branches. Listen, it breaks branches out of these trees and it throws them down and breaks the branches on these trees. So I have to kind of snip them up. Well, here's all those big trees that I dug up, and everybody kept saying they gonna die. You gotta cut them in half. And I kept telling you, I've done this a million times. No, you do not. Some of the branches may not make it, but when you cut your tree in half, you only do that if you start cutting the root system. I didn't cut my root system. I dug up the entire root system. When you dig up your entire root system, you can get away with planting this whole big giant tree. So here's one that's taller than me. Here's one of them, right? Here's the other one. You see it. It's a monster. This is one of the, they like, Led, it's gonna die. No, it's not. You see this? No, it's not gonna die. And now, you see this big monster. This one. You can't even, this is about 20 feet tall, peach tree. You can't even tell. Look at the trunk on that. Look at the trunk. That's the trunk on this peach tree. This is the trunk on this other peach tree. Just to show you. Man, don't listen to people who don't know what they're talking about. Then I got a whole bunch of peach trees. Pup, you be doing too much. She smelled them deer. Stop following them. She smelled them deer. Okay, so this is some of my woods that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. Well, all of this is my woods, but this is one of my favorite parts because this is my driveway. Come on, pup. I'll take you on a walk. This is what we do every morning when we get up. I take her for a walk. Let's go. Take her for a walk. Come on, pup. Got me a little race dog. We go for a little walk, take her. Me get a little exercise. She take her little dump. Mark all her territory. We gonna go all the way around. Let me see. What's the question? What are some of the easiest foods you have planted and have most success? Lettuce. I don't know another way to answer that because I don't know what you're trying to get out of it. Come on. This way. Come on. Why do you keep? Come on. Pup. Pup, let's go. She be smelling too many butts. Let me see. Pine needles, you can make money. You could, but you know you need long stem pine needles. You just can't be picking up any pine needles. This, I cut all these trees down. See all of this? You can see this. Let me come over here. I cut all these trees down because I started planting pecan trees here, right? So I'm gonna have pecans over here coming up this row instead of just random old, any old kind of trees. I planted a bunch of pecan trees around my land. All of these trees that you seeing right now is getting cut down because I want to plant pecans here. But I do want to keep this trail that I'm on. Let me see. Do you think you will add camp shower propane heater sometime in the future? Camp shower propane? I don't need that anymore. That's for camp. I don't need a camp propane heater on my land with a hot water tank that's run by solar. The camp propane heater is run by propane. My hot water tank is being run by solar power. And that's temporary. Get away from there. Somebody said I thought he was in the South. I'm out west. Do you have chickens as well? Yes, I do. Yeah. And this is just the opening that we're walking in. See all that mess? There go my beehives. But see all that mess I gotta clean up. And I'm running out of time. What do you have on your shoulder? Shoulder pads, like Freddie Jackson. You are my lady. You're everything I need and more. You are my lady. You're all I'm living for. She said, what's on your shoulder? Shoulder pads. This, I'm so glad it's warmed up today, because God, this is what I've been waiting for. I love you. Oh, shine, shine, shine. Let me see. When you starting your seeds for spring? It's already spring here. God, it's a lot of mess I gotta clean up. Look at this. Just more work. Okay. You are my lady. You're everything I need and more. So, let me see. Okay. Say, just be happy you're able to do it with no plan and suffering, pain and suffering. What do you mean by that? Did you know to do all the work before you got there, or learn on the spot? A lot of it you learn on the spot. A lot of it I've done before in my life. But like plumbing, I used to refurbish abandoned houses. So the plumbing and electrical ain't no problem. Now, putting in kitchen sinks and stuff and putting in cabinetry, that I'm new to that. Say Colorado looks nice this time of the year. Yeah, come on down. Don't bring no skis, bring your bathing suit. You don't bring no skis on with no weather like this. No. No gloves either. Bring tank tops and sandals. Colorado. Say, do I got a wife? Do I got a wife? You must be new here. You must be super new. I'm surprised she ain't answered you for me. She ain't here. Say, say the women is thirsty. Who are these people? It's just when I do a vertical live, it just be a bunch of trolls. And this is just how it is. That's why I hate doing vertical lives. Everybody say this the new thing, the new hotness. I hate it because it's just I can't handle the trolls. Ill Will said they 30 years late, 31 years late. I've been married for over 30 years. Have you ever grown miracle fruit before? I have 8 miracle fruit plants at my house. They're not here. Let me see. Cut bamboo now for root or leave in stick form. I don't know. I don't deal with bamboo at all. See, I thought you were in South Carolina. My house is in South Carolina. So you half right. I didn't move, everybody. This is just my land. I don't live here. Is this a new bug out location? No, I have a bug out location that I don't tell nobody about. This is not a bug out location. This is just my land. This is my playground. I got me a workshop that I can sit here and build and make everything I want to make and take it where I need to take it. Hi, my own beautiful. How did you purchase your land? Was it expensive? I just purchased it, and yes, it was expensive. That's why I'm broke, and that's why I can't put no drywall on my ceiling. You good one, unique. I was just joking. Oh, you said you thought my sugar cane was bamboo. Oh, that's why I was like, bamboo? You can plant sugar cane anywhere you want to. Thought you was trolling me. You good. Sweet Butterfly says, I want to get land with my family, but them heathens might have their girlfriends and little Pookie in them there. Let me tell you something. Can I give you one little piece of advice from me? Personal advice. This is how you handle that. If you purchase land and plan on having your kids there or your family members there, you buy X amount of acres or whatever it is, whatever land it is, and you cut out a piece for them and you have a piece for you. When my kids was here, I wanted them acres away from me. Princess Lead was nowhere close to me. I don't need to hear their music. They laughing. I don't need to know what they doing. I don't want to hear or know anything. They got their own world. Look, well, let me show you. There's a trail. I don't know if you can see it. There's a trail right through there. You go down that trail for a couple acres, and that's Princess Lead where her acres is. My kids' side of the land. My kids, each one of them got an acre. I gave each one an acre, and their acreage is over there. So if they come in with their kids and their husbands and wives, I don't gotta care. I don't gotta hear about it. I don't gotta know nothing what's going on. I don't stay on over there. I made sure we got acres of trees separating us. I love my kids, and that's why we gave them a piece of land, each one of them. And I don't want to, I love them. I don't want to know nothing about it, though. That's their own life, right? That's their own life. I don't want to know nothing. If they ain't calling me saying, Daddy, I need some help, then leave me out of it. And my one son, my baby boy, he saw his acre. You know, we helped Princess Lead clear her acre. Little Lead, he went and saw his acre. But my oldest son ain't even seen his yet. He don't even care. So I told him, go get your own acre. It'll be here if you ever need it, but for the most part, go get your own. What's up, Dave Busby? How you doing, brother? So all of this, what you see, all of this woods and these acres belong to me. I do have neighbors. Now let's keep it 100. But these woods is acres upon acres deep. Like I could shoot out. I was shooting yesterday. I could shoot if I want to, but I don't do that just for all willy-nilly. Waste my ammo. And plus, just with my luck, I'll be done hit somebody trying to encroach on my property. What'd you say? You would take that acre from him? He act like he don't care. He truly do. Say, where the deers hide at? They don't hide on my land. I'm surprised since I've been walking, we ain't seen some. Every time I go live, the deer come out. When I go live and I'm outside, how many people been in the live stream with me and the deer just come out? Just come out and look at me like, what's up? So if things start happening, would you want family close to you? If things started happening, would I want family close to me? Like, when you say would I want family close to you, close to me, how much for his acre? When you say would I want family close to me, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, are you talking about why I don't really necessarily want my kids next to me? How many acres do I got? About 3 or 4. About 3 or 4 of them. Do you no longer have South Carolina property? Why? What, you trying to buy a house, Janet? You trying to buy a house? Want to buy a house? I got a lot of properties, Janet. And let me see. I would show you, Nick, but you called it a strap. Will you build a pond? My pond is basically already built. I just need to, let me show you. My pond is right through there. Back there is a dip and a swampy area that holds water. All I got to do is cultivate it. I know, Nick. I know. I'm kidding too. So when I can get some money to have a pond dug, then absolutely. Absolutely. Let me turn it that way. Let me see. Until I can get a pond, I'm going to be putting some tilapia in one of these IBC tanks. You said, let me see. Make a bunker for what? Y'all been watching too much TV. You want to, okay, y'all want to go deep down in the dirt in the alley real quick with me? Y'all want to get grimy? Huh? Y'all want to get grimy? I'm going to get grimy with y'all. Y'all have no idea. A lot of folks have no idea how this works. Have no idea how this works. You know what? And a lot of people, you watch me on YouTube and you watch a lot of other people on social media just for entertainment. You have no idea how any of this works. And I'm gonna tell you this, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. This goes for the trolls too, because just because you a troll don't mean you can't learn. Even if you AI, you can learn. Let me tell you something. The stuff y'all keep seeing on TV is bullshit. You keep seeing it on TV and you keep seeing it on 2-minute TikTok videos. It's trash, bullshit, lies, falsehoods, fakery. They just do that for clicks and views and have everybody believe in it. That's not how this go. And you know the other part is, I can't explain to you verbally the gratification I get for being a landowner. There's no words for that. I could sit here and talk till I'm damn blue in the face, and you still wouldn't understand unless you were actually trying to thrive and get to a point of land ownership. There's no words for this, and I know y'all watch many of different preppers and landowners on YouTube alone. I know you have. And you know what I see in every landowner and prepper's face? Frustration. I see their frustration. They're frustrated because they want to explain to you so bad what this feels like. But there is no words in the English language that I can think of that you can't explain. Listen to me. Listen to me. Me trying to explain what it feels like to be a landowner and have acres of land to own and protect and do it as I please is like me trying to explain to you, if you another race, what it feels like to be a black man. I've seen people try to explain what it feels like to be a black man. There's no words for that. There's no words for that. That's like trying to see air. There's no words for what air is. But we know it's real because if I pinch your damn lips and your nose, you're going to go to wiggling until you stop, right? Okay. So I can't explain to you what it's like to be a black man the same way I can't explain air. The same way I can't explain to you what it feels like to own land. Even if I had you here with me for 6 months, you would kind of understand. The only reason I say you would kind of understand, if you was right here with me, you would kind of understand what we go through real life without a camera, but it's not your land, so you won't fully understand. So until you purchase you some land and live on it and just be on it every day, it's nothing, nobody on YouTube. And I see a lot of brothers and sisters trying to explain to y'all, but you can't. You can't. It's impossible. You can't explain it. I can drop my drawers right here and take me a whole dump. And the only people gonna see it is this dog and them crows. The only people gonna care about it is me, because I'm the one either gonna step in it or clean it up. It's a difference, man, when you this ain't no explaining this. Ain't no explaining this right here. Right? So when people ask me those type of questions, I don't have no real answers for you. And the questions that y'all ask and how y'all make them they ain't realistic. Y'all either watching HGTV or TikTok videos of fake ass people getting paid and scripted to live their lives and show you the best outcomes and the best scenarios. There is no always good. Period. You can't be underprepared at all. I don't give a damn if you think you don't have enough equipment or you think you got enough equipment. You don't. You don't. You think because you got 3 gas generators that's enough? It ain't. Why? Why, Led? Why ain't 3 generators enough? One is too powerful. One ain't powerful enough. One is just right, but it got a small gas tank. Stupid stuff like that. You go through those things. Why? You got 1 solar power generator. That should be enough. It should, shouldn't it? But it ain't. It ain't never enough. You got 10 solar panels, but you think you got enough. It's never enough. The time you gonna find out you don't got enough solar panels is on a damn cloudy day. The day you're gonna find out that your solar power generator ain't big enough is when you start hooking a whole bunch of nonsense into it. Refrigerators, microwaves, hot water tanks, and hair dryers and stuff. You're gonna find out real quick this ain't enough. And everybody wants you to believe on social media that this works great. It don't. And I don't want to be no part of that lying bullshit. I don't. I really don't. Right? So let's see here. Please don't speak in caps. I'm telling you, y'all, some of them questions I don't answer is because y'all know they whack. Y'all know if you a real person, if you're a real human being, and you asking some of these questions, and I'm gonna say it, and I know you ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna like it. Shame on you. Shame on you for showing your ignorance online in front of millions and thousands of people. Some stuff, Google that first before you ask it. All willy-nilly out in the open. You hear that? You hear that? That hawk want to bite your gizzards out. Hannah says, words will never express how you feel. I pray one day I'm able to share your feelings. You know something, Hannah? When you finally get some land, look at them hawks. They looking at you for lunch. Look at them red-tailed hawks up there, y'all. Damn, can you see them? They live right in this tree. Look, that's where she just landed to. They live right in this tree, right here, right here. And it's a gigantic female red-tailed hawk. Puppy, I gotta hide you. You just a little puppy snack. When she launch again, I'ma show you. The way the sun was hitting, her tail looking like a phoenix. Her tail looked like a phoenix. So, and what crops do you grow? All crops. I have a question. Where are you? I'm in Saskatchewan, Michigan. I'm sorry, Saskatchewan, Canada. I didn't want to keep on ranting. Ain't nothing really to rant about. It's just wanted to let people know that this ain't no. You can't explain this. You know why you can't explain it? Because there's not a whole bunch of people that you know, especially when you live in a city. Can I tell y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. When I was a kid, I had a friend. He had family in the country. This was in Ohio, okay? He had family, we called it in the country, basically away from the city, out there where they growing wheat and corn and stuff. And I never understood what the hell he was always talking about. He got to go to the country and help his grandpa and help his uncle and blah, blah, blah. Till one day I went with him. I ain't never seen nothing so beautiful in my life. All I saw was things that I've only heard about, like on cartoons and stuff. Tractors and horses and cows and goats and ducks and chickens and just fields and fields and fields of grains and stuff. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And ever since I was a little kid, after I seen that, I said, I want that. I didn't know why, but I know that. I want that in my life. Is land ownership in Canada different or more expensive than land ownership in the U.S.? It's a little different. It's a little different. Because when we buy land here, you know, before you give up your currency, you know you owe the owner 4 goats. That's part of every transaction. 4 goats. And I ain't talking about just no big old milking goats. I'm talking about them little fainting goats that when you scare them, they stiffen up and fall over to the side. That's part of the negotiation. So at the closing, when you go to the closing, they got a stable outside the closing office where you bring your goats. And, you know, once the paperwork is signed, you transfer these goats over to the new owner. And then y'all shake on it, and it's a wrap. So that's about the only difference between us in Canada and in the U.S. It ain't too many other differences, I don't believe. I've never lived in the U.S., so I'm not sure. Is it easier to own land? Is it easier to own land in Canada than the U.S.? I would love to buy my own land, but it feels impossible in the U.S. It depends on how many goats you got and what kind of health they in. If you got some good, strong, healthy goats, you could probably get away with probably giving up 10 goats and you know, $20. And $20 in U.S. and Canadian currency is about $1.50. So $1.50 in U.S. currency and about 10 good, strong, healthy milking goats. You could have you'd be sitting on about 10 acres up there with them Kodiak bears. Y'all say I wouldn't be good at trolling. I'm going to troll college, damn it. I'm going. I think I would be a good troll. I'm gonna go to troll college. I'm gonna become somebody. Tell you, I'm gonna graduate first in my class. Troll cum laude. I can see it now. Let me get out of here, y'all. Stop procrastinating. Plus, I don't want the sun to go down. All right, y'all. And these birds, these hawks is looking for my baby bird, my baby puppy dog. They want you, baby. They want to put some mustard on your back and eat you like a chili dog. Yeah, this been an ultra troll day for me. Usually, trolls had calmed down a lot over the last good 4 years, and then they came back. Oh, it's starting to make sense. Trolls have really chilled out for 4 years, and now they back. I don't want to think too deep into that. Do you have to deal with hawks trying to steal your chickens? No. These hawks pick up deer. They don't eat chickens. Chickens too little. They go pick up one of these damn bobcats or a bear out there, fly off with it. They ain't interested in nothing as small as a chicken. So yeah. So just in case, I'm gonna get on out of here, y'all. I'm gonna try to get some. I would have y'all just stand here and watch me cut this wood up. I gotta start swinging this chainsaw, and I really just ain't. You hear how quiet it is right now? I really truly don't feel like hearing noise. My diesel heater is even making too much noise for me right now. I just don't feel like hearing it. It's too tranquil. What's up, B Rich? What's going on, my brother? Said check my email when you can. I sure will, man. I sure will. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I was just telling them, man, there's no explanation for owning this land. I remember you said you was looking for some land. You was trying to get you some land. When you finally mess around and get that land, be rich, brother, ain't no words for this, man. Ain't no words for this kind of peace and gratitude. The sun is shining on me. I feel like I'm on a Miami beach right now, sipping a Mai Tai. Let me see. Will I get barn cats? I don't have a barn. If you don't have a barn, then they just call cats. I don't want cats all walking around all willy-nilly unless they already live in the woods. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. I do have cats, wild cats that live in the woods. One of them is called T'Challa, and one of them is called Cow Cat. I don't know if you've ever seen any of my videos of the cats that live around here. Cow Cat and T'Challa. And then I got a Siamese cat, and we call him Pakwa. My screen ooh, it's all the way up too. Let me see. That sun is so bright. Let me see. I can't even see y'all. This sun's so bright in my eyeballs. Scoot down, see if we can change the perspective. Ooh, that sun is tearing my eyes up. Come on. Hurry up and run, pup, for the hawks come and get us. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're going to go in here first, and then I got to come out here and start swinging this doggone chainsaw. Come on. Get you something to eat, because we about to go. There we go. All right. Let's close it out. Now I can see. God, I was blinded. That sun's so bright. So you love cats? You love cats when you're in control of cats. You don't love cats when they're in the wild. Ooh, let me cut that diesel heater off. It's boiling in this mug. It's 85 degrees in here. Right. When you got a cat in your house and you can control it, you love them. I don't know if you've ever seen what they call it, feral cats. You can't control them. And you want to hear something else about feral cats? I can't make this up. Somebody said stay hydrated. Let me get my water. Very, very, very true. Let me tell you this. When you got feral cats living in your woods, you find them all over the place, dead or alive, like freaking RoboCop. Dead cats all over. So just rescue little bro. This one might get to stay. Oh, yeah. I'm not interested. I got wildcats living around here that live in the woods, and they fight each other, and they get in. I'm just speculating because I ain't never seen any of the other stuff, but I've seen the cats fighting each other to the death, and I haven't seen is coyotes. It's all kind of creatures out here in the woods. Can I tell y'all something that maybe y'all don't understand? Because I seen some of them questions earlier. Can you tell me good location for South Carolina to live? I would love to ask your wife. We can't tell you where to live in South Carolina. That's something that you need to already know. Or do research on. Because what if I give you my opinion of South Carolina? But my opinion is I love project life. I love living in the hood. I love living in the ghetto. I love living in the dump. I love being around a bunch of crackheads and stuff. And I tell you, yeah, you gotta come here. It's the best part of town. And I said, oh, you don't want to be up there with them preppy people. They with their pinky out and their little money and their little BMWs. You don't want to be around that. You want to be where the action at. That's not how you do that. Right? That's not how you do that at all. If you go doing that, you're going to find yourself in a pickle. You're going to find yourself somewhere you don't want to be off of somebody else's opinion. Where did you decide to live in Canada? Over there by them one patch of trees. You know what I'm talking about? Over there, around the corner from what's the name now? Where they make that syrup. This is really incredible. This is rainwater. That's incredible. You know, they make them flapjacks and that syrup, they get up out them trees. Around the corner for what's the name of them? You know, I can't remember his name. Okay. What made you decide to, all right, that's enough of that. What made you decide to choose Canada to live? I was born in Canada, born and raised. I just moved back, that's all. Let me see. Maple syrup? No. No. Pine. Pine syrup. Maple syrup is gross. Pine syrup is the way. You tap a pine tree, it'll make you never want maple syrup again. Go kick a pine tree and watch that juice start coming out and tap it. Run it down and make you some syrup. You could do two things with that, and I can prove it. You could put that on your flapjacks, or you could start trying to make yourself a boat and glue it together with that pine syrup. I seen on Gilligan's Island, and they made a whole boat out of that glue that came out of that pine tree. So I know it works. That's my proof. This is astonishing. It's so soft. It's like a pillow in your mouth. Y'all ever seen that episode of Gilligan and the professor and them start finding some of that sap out that tree? And they start building their boat with it till it start raining. It was like super glue. You could either put it on them flapjacks and stuff, or they could. Don't get me started. That's probably way over your head. I'm too old. So look, again, let me go out here and chop these trees up. If Let me see how many people in here. I would, if I had more people in here, I would go out there and start chopping this up and showing you. But yeah, let me see. David Busby said, "You going back too far." I'm trying to tell him. Gilligan and the skipper was making them boats. They were trying to fix the boat that crashed. And they was using some of that doggone syrup out their tree, coconut juice or something. It was, hey, right? He said, "Led, you need therapy." I'm in therapy. Say, I'm in therapy. I'm in therapy. That was stand for something. That was everybody's show. Sipping out the jar. You know what? Can I tell you something? Let me show you what this is. Let me show you what this is. You see that? All that is a pickle jar. You want to know why this means so much to me, and you pointed that out? I can have the fanciest glasses, the most expensive crystal in the world, and I still drink out of jar to this day. It's a reason for that. I was born and raised, and we drank out of jars. We had all kind of dishes and stuff in our house. My family was okay. We wasn't broke and poor or nothing like that, so I can't say that. But we drank out of jars. It wasn't too much plastic back then when I was a kid just hanging around. Plastic was something, you don't see too much of that. Every time we'd finish out a jar of pickles or something, a mayonnaise jar or something, man, my mama said, "Go wash that out and put it up." Wash that jar out, put it up, and this is why my mama used to make us do this. Once I got older, I understood why. Because she knew. Remember, it wasn't no plastic bottles and 2 liters and stuff. Wasn't all of that. Everything was in glass bottles when I was a kid. Glass jars, glass bottles. I mean, pop everything. You got your groceries in paper bags, everything. Wasn't too much plastic everywhere. Tupperware and Rubbermaid stuff was brand new. That stuff was new. Rich people had that. That's what you had them Tupperware parties. But this is why my mama told me she used to make us drink out of jars. Because she knew that we would leave the house with a cup in our hand and it'll never come back. She'd be like, where'd your cup? You took that cup out the house. Where'd you go? You left it over your friend's house. Number one, you're going to get a whooping. Number two, that jar might be gone or broke and you just lost your mama good glass or her good crystal and you going to get it. So what she would do, clean out that jar. She knew her kids was going to grab they Kool-Aid and run outside and you will never see that again. So if you missing a pickle jar or a mayonnaise jar, she ain't even gonna ask you what happened to it. So since I've been a little kid, I've been drinking out of jars and I keep the tops. I'm gonna tell you somebody that pointed this out, and I wanna say this was about 8 or 9 years ago. I was on YouTube and a friend of mine, Grow Family Network, his name is King, over at the Grow Family Network, on the channel here on YouTube. And you know what he said? He said, "There go Led with that jar." He said, when you see Led with his jar, it's about to get crunk. I will never forget that. The reason I will never forget that day and what he said is because till that very moment, I never realized this was a thing. I never knew. And everybody was tripping on, I'm always drinking out of a jar. And I kept trying to tell them, that's not my thing. That's not my MO. I don't want to be known as the dude on YouTube drink out of jar. That wasn't my thing. I thought everybody drank out of jars. Clearly, I'm wrong. Put my pinky out on my pickle jar. Clearly, I'm wrong. And when he brought that out, and everybody made a big deal about it, it made me feel kind of funny. Not bad, just like, damn, that's what you picked? That's what you noticed? So the person that just noticed I'm drinking out of a jar, that reminded me of that. But honestly, when I was a kid, the most dangerous things in the street was broken glass. It's even in a song, broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the ground and they just don't care. The most dangerous thing in the street wasn't no child abductors and murderers and all that stuff like today. Freaks. It was broken glass. You want to race? Yeah, let's race down the street. Man, I got to keep my shoes on though, because you know I lost my pinky toe in that last race. You can't run down the street. When I was a kid, it was so much glass in the street and on the sidewalk and in the empty fields and lots. It was so much glass that at a certain time of day, it looked like your street was like the yellow brick road of Oz. Everything was like glowing. That's how much glass used to be in the street. I can't make this up. It looked like the street used to be on fire. You know, like today, your neighborhood got asphalt, and at a certain time in the summer, you can see the little steam coming off the asphalt. Okay, well, you could see that, but it was shining like the yellow brick road because there was so much broken glass, and not necessarily big shards, but so much broken glass from over the years that the streets literally glowed. I can't make that up. I wasn't the only one. Say that's where all mom's jars went. She didn't care about the jars. I got them all over the place. Say if you slip and tell, you got cut by glass. If you slip and fall, you will get cut by glass. I got a scar on my hand that finally, after 50 years, done healed up. Right here. You can't even see it no more. I had a shard of glass in my hand so deep, it was the butt part of a Pepsi bottle. You know, with the little ridges on the very bottom. It was a Pepsi bottle, and I fell off my bike right onto that thing, and I thought it went through, and it did nerve damage even when I was a kid. So I can make a fist, but I can't do like everybody else. Cause it cut right here up under, you see it up under my wrist. But that's what we dealt with. Did I go to the hospital? No. People didn't run to the hospital like that back then. Look, go get some tissue paper and some peroxide. Now close your hand on tissue paper. Now hold tissue paper like that. Hold that like that for the rest of the day. And you was good. That was it. You fixed. And that's why I got this. You think I got stitches with a big old chunk of glass in my hand? So iodine was the cure-all. I didn't know what iodine was until I got older. So I didn't want to keep y'all, plus let me go. But anyway, y'all, do you really truly think you could pull this off? Do you think you could live in a tiny home or a cabin? Do you think you could live? Here's a question. Here's some homework for everybody. I want everybody to go get a measuring tape. And I want you to measure out 12 feet by 28 feet. Now, I'm going to give you a bonus. I want you to measure out 12 feet wide by 30 feet long. And tell me, could you live in that space with everything you need? How many people think they could? Listen, 12 feet wide by 30-foot long. Do you think with everything you have and everything in your life, do you think you could downsize to that living space? That living space is actually 336 square feet, something like that. I didn't say you think you can just stay there every blue moon. I said, could you live in it? Live. You want to know why I'm asking you that? This is why. Do you think, because when you have a space that small, it ain't gonna be a whole bunch of walls. Somebody said I need my fishing gear, my kayak, and your bed gonna be right there. Your kitchen. Look, I can damn near cook while I'm laying in the bed. Because here go the kitchen, here go the bed. Wait. There go the kitchen. Here go the entertainment center. There go the bed. Here go the dining room table. Front door. That's everything. Everything. Do you think you could do that? I'm asking y'all. Say no, I'm claustrophobic. Okay. The reason I'm asking y'all this, because I want you to do me a favor. Keep your mind on the victims in California fires. Keep your mind on the people in the hurricanes in like North Carolina, South Carolina, what we dealt with. You said no potty? Yeah. There's the bathroom right there. That's the only walls in the house. In the shed. King says, I'm one of those victims. Sorry for your loss. Now you actually understand what it's like. You're going to have to figure out how to live in a very small space until, if you don't have family that can take you in and friends that can take you in, a lot of people just effed around and found out literally what it's like when all your so-called friends aren't, you find out they ain't really your friends. They're not going to help you. You find out your so-called family members don't want to have, oh, you can't sleep on their couch. They just bought this couch. Like your house just blowed away like the Wicked Witch of the East. And now you need help and you found out that your friends, like, oh, yeah, you can't stay there because, my boyfriend just moved in. Or, yeah, my girl just moved in, man. You really can't, this ain't a good time. You find out your family, you can't sleep on the couch. We just bought that 2 months ago. I'm talking from facts. I'm talking from what I know. You start to find out. People always tell you, come on down, relax, enjoy yourself. And next thing you know, you get there and you really need help. Yeah, man. Don't eat that food. No, don't eat that. That's my special food right there. Don't go in that cabinet. That's my personal. You start finding out a lot. In these hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, and fires that we going through, if you don't got enough sense right now, I'm going to say something that's going to sting a little bit, but I'm not being mean, but the only way you going to know it sting is if you ain't doing right. If you don't go buy a tent after everything we seen in the last 3 months, if you don't go buy a tent and a bug out bag and supply it to the best of your ability, you're going to get what you asked for. You're going to get what you asked for. You're going to get, I ain't going to say what you deserve, but you're going to get what's on the menu. If you don't Go get you a doggone bug out bag and fill it full of supplies that you can live off of for at least 30 days. And if you don't go get you some kind of like little bug out trailer like I showed y'all built this summer, go look at that video where all you need to do is get in one car, grab that trailer and go, and you can live in that trailer as long as you need to. It's fully stocked, fully capable of living in permanently. Didn't cost me hardly nothing. Then you turn around and go get you a couple of tents. If you don't do those simple, super cheap things after all we've been through in the last 3 months, you're going to get what's on the menu. And if you don't know what's on the menu, chaos. Chaos. Pure chaos. Social unrest. Let me put something in your mind real quick. I really be wondering what be on people's brains. I heard there was 11,000. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me on the number. 11,000 people have been evacuated. Can somebody correct me? Because I know my numbers is off. 11,000 people have been evacuated. Somebody tell me what the real number is. This just California now. This just LA. Okay. Over 150,000, Good Eats Homestead says. This is everybody saying it's 6 figures. Okay. Get this. 150,000 people are homeless right now. There is not enough camps. There is not enough I'm trying to think of the word. You can't help all them people. Lack of better word. You can't help all of them people. And it's not over. Oh, it was 11,000 structures burned. Okay, 11,000 structures. I knew it was 11,000 for some reason was in my head. But people saying over 100,000 people are displaced. Where are these people going? Thank you for that. There's not enough shelter. There's not enough housing. There's not enough like FEMA supplies, equipment to keep these people okay in the middle of winter. Even the Bible said, I don't want to get into that. The Bible even say you better pray that it don't go down in the middle of winter. Don't it say it though? Somebody tell me, what scripture is that? It say you better pray that when it all start going down that it don't happen in the middle of winter. What scripture is that? I normally don't do that, but I'm looking for it now. It's the middle of winter and people don't have nowhere to go and they ain't got nobody to help them. And then you got a person coming into office that hate California. Don't want to give them no kind of help. Oh my God. This why I say, okay, somebody asked me how many properties do I got? I thought you lived in Columbia, South Carolina. Do you think you should put all your eggs in one basket? What I mean by that is, I have several properties in several different states. Thank you, fantastic, Matt 2420. Thank you. Matthew 2420. Thank you. If you buy property, if you can afford to, you want to spread your properties out. You don't know what's about to happen. And here's another one. I was going to sell my house. I'm so glad I didn't sell my house. I'm so glad. Oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't sell my house. Oh, that would have been torturous. Because I would have only got, I would have made a lot of money, but ain't nothing you can do with it. Because trying to have a house built these days, it's unthinkable. It's unthinkable. So the property I bought ain't by my house. It's elsewhere. So when you see me in Florida, or you see me here, or you see me there, man, spread out. Spread out. I'm going to look, I'm not a real estate agent at all. At all. I've bought and owned and sold a lot of real estate in my life. But I'm not an agent, and I'm not a professional, I'm not a flipper, or none of that. Can I tell you something right now, though? Don't sell your house. If you own a home right now, you better not sell it. That's all I can say. Unless you want to sell your house and live in a shed and you already have land or something and you don't care about none of that. Other than that, don't sell your house. Don't sell your house. And purchase your land far away from your house. Keep your house, and if you go purchase land in another state if you have to. If you live in a big giant state like Texas or California or something, or Florida, I get it. But but if you don't, man, make it somewhere else. If you live in South Carolina, buy some land in Georgia. If you live in Georgia, buy some land in Florida. If you live in Florida, buy some in Texas, buy some in Mississippi, whatever. Make sure it's far away from you. Why should you purchase land far from your house? I just explained that. Can walls be built in a shed? When you say walls, what do you mean? Like dividing room walls? Yes. But there's not enough room to be doing that kind of nonsense. Oh my God. Busy B said I have a 2.25 interest rate. I ain't going nowhere. Amen to that. I would never sell that house. Yeah, ill will, you see, that's why I'm ignoring them. Do not sell your home right now. Not now. I don't care if they tell you you bought this house for $50,000 and right now it's worth $500,000. Don't sell that house because you're gonna be $500,000 poor. You wanna know why? Because if you bought your house for $50,000 and you paid it off, and now they're gonna sell it for $500,000, you got $500,000. You in it for $400,000. You done made $400,000 all day. You can't buy nothing today for $400,000. One of these RVs costs $400,000, and the interest rate. One of these RVs costs $400,000 for an RV. Some of them nice coaches you see riding down the street is $500,000 and $1 million RVs that you see riding right next to you on your way to work. And right now, I don't care what state you are in America, $400,000, you gonna be living in a saltine box. I don't care. You can't buy nothing with $400,000 no more. You're gonna be living in gang territory. You're gonna be living where gang signs is being thrown up. or you're gonna be living somewhere where you gotta purchase a Cobra alarm already in your car. Your car already got a factory alarm, but you gotta purchase a secondary alarm from Cobra or something to give you alerts because people trying to take your catalytic converters off and bust your windows out and take your damn car radio. Like, why is that still a thing? For 400,000, you moved into a neighborhood. You could only afford to move into a neighborhood where you got to put security cameras and barbed wire on top of your fence all over the damn place. Can't buy nothing. This is not a time to be selling your home. If you can purchase land, somebody asked me, Led, should I purchase land? Should I take out a mortgage and purchase land? This is a hard. How many people is with me on this? How many people want to talk about that? Because I get this question a lot. And one other person said it again. Do you think I should take out a mortgage loan to purchase land? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do you think you should take out a mortgage loan to purchase land? All right. The no's have it. More people said no than yes. I even seen a hell yeah. I'm going to put my spin on this. I'm going to put my spin on this because we ain't thinking realistically. Okay? The price of land right now is astronomical. The price of land right now, if you got 300,000 sitting in your pocket and with nothing else to do, or you got about 200,000 and all they giving you is a couple of acres for this now. I don't get it. They're giving you three. I saw, and I made everybody go over there and look at it over there on realtor.com. They had 3 acres for $300,000. It has septic and a well on it, 300,000. When you go look at Zillow and you look at realtor.com, go look at the land prices and look how much land they're trying to give you. So to me, that used to be something I would have said 2 years ago, like, no, I wouldn't take out no mortgage to buy no land. 2 years later, today, my answer is, if you don't have that kind of money sitting around, man, go take out a loan, get you some land. You want to know why I say it? I'm going to tell you why. Because you could take out the loan on the land, and you could make that land make you money. Your land could pay your land off if you do it right. Your land can help you pay the land off. What other thing? What you gonna do? Your land, you growing food out here. You got your little shed or something, little tiny home, little trailer, whatever. You could be growing food and selling it. You could be growing chickens and selling them. You could be selling the eggs. You could be selling the fruit. You could be doing anything. Set you up a shop out there fixing trucks and cars if that's what you do. You could be on your land doing anything to make it pay for itself. You can have them come harvest all these trees and give me what you think they worth. You can start chopping down the trees on your land and sell firewood every winter if you want to. You could sell you could start planting Christmas trees on your land. I know maybe you don't celebrate it, that got nothing to do with business. You could be planting Christmas trees and sell Christmas trees for a living. And make your land, pay your land off. But here's the thing. This is why I've switched my thought pattern, because prices and things have changed dramatically in 2 years. So here's the other problem you have. There isn't much land out here. These companies and from overseas, they're buying all of our land and properties up. There's a big old plot of land not far from me. Sold. When I seen that, my heart sunk. Because I'm like, wow. I hope they don't try to do nothing. Because see, I live in the country. This is country. I'm talking about cotton, tobacco. This is country. I mean, this land is, right? And I said, I hope they don't do nothing stupid like try to build no damn mall or something down there. I don't want all of that city shit here. These companies are buying up all the land. Then you got overseas investors buying the other plots of land. Even these little lots in these raggedy neighborhoods. One minute you see it's a raggedy lot, right? Then you start seeing people come by and keep on keeping the lawn cut in that empty field now that house burnt down 5 years ago. Somebody bought that land. You don't ever see nobody over there. Have you ever seen a big piece of land for sale and it say something like for commercial use only, and then you see a sold sign on it, and then nothing is ever built there? I want to know from you. You will see a big piece of land somewhere. I don't care if it's an old Walmart or old grocery store, and then it was for sale. All of a sudden, it's sold. But nothing is done with the property. They don't fix the old Walmart or the old Kroger's or the big lots. They don't fix nothing. They let the thing dilapidate and homeless people living in it and drug users in it. Why didn't the person that bought it do anything with it? It's not just the private owner. They're not doing anything with the property because they don't even live in this country. The people that bought that piece of property don't even live in this country. They don't care. They're just trying to accumulate and acquire as much land in the U.S. as they can. And you know what we do? We don't buy it. We letting other people buy it. So next thing you know, when they own everything around you, you're going to be mad. So if you ask me now, should you take out a loan to purchase land? Nothing stupid, okay? I ain't talking about something that you will never pay off. I'm talking about something significant, something realistic, okay? When you go into it with a plan, and I mean it, go into it with a plan. If you spend $100,000, go into it with a plan of how to pay the $100,000 off. But if you ask me, should you get a mortgage? Yes, you should. If you cannot pay it for cash, yes, I say yes, you should. Because just because you have a mortgage note on the land does not mean you can't pay it off. Here's another one. I'm gonna hurt your feelings with. You can still, if you have land and you purchased it through a loan, you can still borrow against your land to buy you a tractor, to buy you this, to buy you the equipment, to buy all the stuff you need to start you some sort of small business to make your land pay for itself. What's going to happen? Remember, I was telling y'all not too long ago, it was me and Gina versus Gina, and I was telling y'all, I said, how the rich people play with money, they'll get a loan and make the loan pay for the loan. And this is how you do it. If I get a loan, I purchase the land. I borrow against the land to buy me a tractor and equipment and to start a small business. The small business and the tractor is going to help me build what I need. That's going to help pay the loan that I bought the land off with. Who money was I playing with? I'm playing with their money. I didn't put in anything. My investment of my down payment, that's you ain't gonna get around that no matter what you do. So all I did was use their money to buy me land, borrow against my land, get me a tractor and some supplies and a workshop and some equipment and some seeds or whatever you plan on doing. Now you make that pay this doggone mortgage off. Who money was you playing with? No money came out of your pocket. It all came from the bank. That's how rich people play games. We keep thinking they rich because they was born that way. No, somebody just whispered in their ear and gave them the damn moves to the video game to get to that next level. So I won't say don't do that. The way land is moving now, like how fast it's going and nobody is here to get none of it, shh. You ain't got to pull my doggone chain twice. Get as much land as you possibly can. And it ain't got to be in the same spot. It ain't got to be, man, get as much land as you can. I'm just telling you, if you go and read any book on any millionaire, I ain't talking about the spoiled ones. I'm talking about the ones that really made it. The people that came from nothing and now they got something. How did they do it? Their first thing is they didn't use their own money. While they're saving all the money that they already had for themselves, they're using the banks to make these business transactions. And then make their business transaction pay off the doggone mortgage that the bank paid. If you do it right. If you do it right. Right, your own money is your cushion. You keep your own money in your pocket for just in case something don't, if there's a kink in your doggone plan, right? Take from retirement. Ooh, Flo Wolf. You don't want to hear what I got to say about that. You don't want to hear about what I got to say about whether you should take your retirement money and stuff like that and do it. You don't want to hear what I got to say. Because y'all going to say, Led done, what's in that jar, Led, if you hear what I got to say? Abundant Life said, yes, say it. Tell us. I say yes. I will take it one step farther. Not only will I say yes, I will also tell you I've done it. I've done it. You want to know why? After you retire from whatever job you at, this is my own opinion. This is not facts. It's just my observation. Seems like every time a person retire, they don't got long left. They've been working on this job for 30 years. They don't got much gas in the tank. So they end up pulling their pension and pulling their retirement money for a while. And then the rest of their money ends up helping bury them. And that's it. You didn't get a chance to actually really enjoy your retirement because your body is all geared up to work like a damn mule. So here's my point. Once you end up drawing your pension in retirement, they give you nickels on a dollar every month. You know what people that's retired end up doing? They end up being a Walmart greeter, working in a gas station, uh, working in a fast food restaurant. You want to know why? Because they're trying to uh, supplement the money that they still need. Even after retirement, you still got to work because they give you so little bit of money that you still need that extra just to live. The money that you get from your retirement and your pension is only keeping your lights on and paying your rent. Anything else you need to do, like eat, buy tissue paper, clothes, all of that, you got to come up with another way to get the money. So listen, this is my thinking. So don't nobody hold me accountable to my opinion. Okay? This is only my opinion, my speculation. With me knowing that you don't live long after retirement, most people don't. Especially people that have been working hard in factories and stuff all their life, in offices. They don't live long after that. So my thought was this: if I could retire myself early and take whatever they owe me right now, invest that into my plans to retire, I can live longer after. If I invest my money, say in land, I got something that nobody can ever take away from me. So everything that now that people go work at a fast food restaurant for, or work at a shoe store or a Walmart greeter, the things that you're working for, I don't need that extra supplemental money. I grow it. You need to eat, grow some vegetables and some fruit. You need to eat, buy you some chickens and they spitting out eggs every day. And every blue moon, you might have to lop one of them in half. So you growing your own food, so you are supplementing your own without working for somebody else. You're supplementing your own after your investment. But look what I've been doing with y'all for the last damn 2 or 3 hours. Sitting here talking to you. Doing something I like to do. I'm supposed to be chopping up these trees. I'm supposed to be running this rain gutter. It's a beautiful freaking day. I could be locked up in an office or locked up in a mail truck or locked up in a factory somewhere. And at 52, I'm sitting here talking on YouTube because of the sacrifices I made. Now, there's a drawback from this, kind of. I may not have no pension in retirement. That's spent. I spent it. It's gone. It's history. So even though you don't have nothing from the government to fall back on, what I worked for my entire life, I took, invested, helped invest in this. So I got my nest egg already. I will never need nowhere to live. This is bought and paid for. I will never have to worry about shelter. 2 ticks. I will never have to worry about shit. I think I cut it off though. Yeah, I cut it off. I will never have to worry about shelter. I will never have to worry about electricity. I will never have to worry about water. And I will never have to worry about food. Everything you do after retirement is everything I just said. You need shelter. You need sustenance, food, water. You need shelter. When you retired, all of those things is what screw your life up and make your life a living hell. Because if you live in an apartment, they keep raising your rent, but you're on a fixed income. Guess what? They don't care. You need food and groceries, but guess what? The prices of food and groceries going up, but guess what? They do not care. So you can't afford food and groceries. You can't afford your rent to be raised. So you, at your age, still keep bouncing around, moving around, looking for a cheaper place to live. And the cheapest place you can live is a place where they have knife and gun fights every night. Stick with me. So now you can't eat. You ain't really got nowhere to live, and you scared if they up your rent again, you gonna have to move again. You keep downsizing until you got nothing, and you still got to pay for utilities. So what do? When you're retired, you go back to work somewhere and supplement your income. What kind of life is that? That, for everybody that's been working your entire life, 30 years, 40 years, whatever it's been, is that how you want to leave out of this world like that? You worked your ass off for 30 years in this factory, and all you got to show for it is you still got to pay bills, and they even more. Let's not even talk about our veterans. Our veterans, in my own opinion, again, my whole family is veterans. No veteran, to me, in my own opinion, no veteran should ever have to pay for another damn thing for the rest of their life. Not housing, not food, not water. If you served in the military and you were active duty and you saw war, all of our war veterans, in my own opinion, should never. You sacrificed your life for this country. You should never have to pay for anything else. You should have a gold membership veteran card that you carry around for everything. You want to go to the movies? Veteran card. You need some groceries? Veteran card. You need your house, your pay? Veteran card. That's how I see it, and it's my own opinion. Please don't knock me for my opinion. If you when you go into the military, you go into the military with the thought of, I may die. There's a really good chance I'm going to die doing this job. This job is one of them ones they tell you, you know you could die. Just saying. So if you go in with that, they should give you, you know who did this? Who gave me this idea years ago? Starship Troopers, believe it or not. Starship Troopers. As long as you were a veteran, you could have anything you wanted. You was like the rich people. You could have anything you wanted. Long as you served your country or served your planet, there's nothing else you ever want. Nothing you need, you don't gotta ask for nothing. You want a whole another elite class. But back on the subject. If you can imagine if you had the money right now to afford to purchase you about 15 acres. It's a lot of people earlier said, no, they can't handle that. No, they can't do that. I don't like bugs. I don't want chickens. I bet your ass will change. I bet you will change your tune. If you could go outside, look, some people said I can't live in no 336 square feet. I got claustrophobia. You listen to me. You know why I'd rather be here? I'd rather be here. Now, I'm here for the duration because I'm handling some business. But let me tell you something, family. You know why I'd rather be here? You know why I'd rather wake up here? You know why I'd rather be out here working? Because everything I do pays me back. This is like you loaned your cousin $5, and as soon as you gave him the $5, he gave it right back to you. Everything I do out here pays me back. I go chop wood, my house is heated. I go put up these rain gutters, I got water for my garden. Everything you do. I go collect eggs, I'm eating. Everything you do on your own is paid off. You can live in 336 square feet because when you ain't got to pay nobody shit, I bet you change your tune. I bet you change your tune. Like, man, I ain't about to be doo-doo in no bucket. I bet you will. If you don't owe nobody, because you know what you don't know, or people act like they don't know. Every time you flush a turd down the toilet, it costs you money. Did you know that? Every time you flush a little bit of dribble of pee down the toilet with that 3 gallons of water, do you know that costs you money? But they don't let you see it. You don't got no gas pump thing nowhere for you to keep your eye on as it moves. You ain't gonna keep going out to the outside of your house and look at that meter. No, you don't care. Every time you cut that damn light switch on, you don't care because you think it costs you money. You don't care because you don't see it. Let me tell you what's dope about living like this. Let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna cut this light on. Can y'all see? Okay. I'm gonna cut this light switch on. Now watch this. You're gonna see a readout here. Maybe it's so low you don't, but watch this. 2 watts. That light is pulling 4, 2 watts. Do y'all see that? I know how much I'm spending on that light bulb. Here's the light bulb, light up my whole kitchen. I know that's only pulling 2 watts. Now, knowing that that's only pulling 2 watts, I know it's connected to a 100-watt solar panel outdoors. You understand? So I know constantly how much money I'm making, which is the solar panels, and how much it's paying me in the solar and running this light and running everything, the refrigerator, the freezer, the microwave, everything. I constantly see confirmation of my payback. And why? Because I invested my money that everybody else is waiting. You waiting, oh my God, you wait until you 63 years old, right? You're waiting till you're 63 years old. After you, listen, I'm 50, I'll be 52 coming up. I feel my body changing. I feel my body changing. I can't do everything I used to do 24 years, 25 years ago. That's telling you something. That's telling you it's winding down. So why the hell would I wait all the way to 63 to pull my full benefits? And is it 65 now? And they you heard the dude coming in the office say they trying to raise that. Okay. Why the hell would I wait for that? Why would I wait till 63 knowing if you looking like Angela Bassett, I probably got a good another maybe 15, 20 years left? No, man. I'm going to say, get what you can while you can get it, especially before they end up cutting it off and making sure nobody else can get it. Don't take my advice. I'm just telling you what I did. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I did what I did for the investments that I've made. Me and my wife did this, and we made a sole unanimous decision on, listen, is if we invest in our retirement now, we don't got to wait for what the government is going to give us their little pennies. We don't got to wait for them. If we take what they owe us now, invest it into land and an RV, we'll never have to be thinking about doing this stuff again. If we don't want to. That's all I'm saying. Now, if I wanted that $400,000 house I wanted to build her, I'm going to have to go back to work. But right now, that's the furthest thing from my mind. I would love to have my wife in a new beautiful home. But then you talk about, listen, I already have a big, beautiful home. So look at, maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm a visual person myself. 336 square feet. 336 square feet. Want to go out? Go. Come on. 336 square feet. But I need you to see something. I'm about to have my garden popping. I already got some kale growing. My chickens over there spitting out eggs. I got timber as far as the eye can see. I got land. I got solar. I got gas. I got diesel. I got heat. I got a wood stove. I mean, for real though, for real family, what I'm trying to say is, let me turn you around so you can really get that. What I'm trying to say is, you're waiting to be 65 years old so you can sit down in your easy chair and watch damn cops. You wait until you 65 so you can put your feet up on the ottoman without worrying about the phone ringing and telling you need to come in early tomorrow. It never made no sense to me. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. I was a mailman. I was a mailman. I worked for the post office. I worked for the federal government. I made good money. Why on God's green earth would you leave that? Everybody, I worked on a job that most people wish they had. Most people wish they had a job at the post office. They want the money. They don't want the job, but they want that money. Why would I quit? When I say I retired myself. I didn't retire from the post office in the traditional sense. Everybody keep thinking I retired like, I've been there for 30 years. No, I wasn't in the military, so I couldn't leave early. And no, wasn't there 30 years, so I didn't leave in 30 years. No, I worked at the post office for 8 years. And in that 8-year mark, when me and my wife put our plan together and got it all finished up, we purchased this land, we purchased everything, we paid everything off, and I quit. And a little bit of residuals that I did have coming in, that's all I need. That's why you don't see me with a whole bunch of fancy bullshit. For what? Who am I stunting on? These young kids? For what? See, I got something that these young kids wish they had. They just don't know it yet. These young kids wish they had land. They don't know it yet. They got jewelry. They got diamonds. They got gold chains. They got cars. They got all of this stuff that the world think is worth something. They also got to go to work and work their ass off every day to keep it. All I got to do is pay the taxes on this land, and what I owe for taxes, I could find that in the street walking through damn Walmart parking lot. I can do anything I want out here. I could literally, and I've taken y'all for walks through those woods to the point I got lost. Oh, I got lost on my own land. And like I said earlier, there's no words for that. If I do want some food and I don't want no chicken, I don't want no vegetables, I'm going to go off in these woods and get me a deer. Go get me a deer. If you like possum, if you like a raccoon, go get that. It's plenty. But I'm telling you, we're so caught up on the brainwash that they put in our head on how this worked for the so-called American dream. That's a brainwash. Listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to. Okay, okay. I want everybody to stop. 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 I want you to cut off the brain and the ears that you have right now. Cut your adult brain and your adult ears off. Cut it off. Now, this is what I want you to do. Turn on your childhood brain. Turn that back on. The untrained, unlearned mind. Turn that back on. So right now, you're asking questions like a child. You're thinking like a child. You're processing like a child. I know that sounds crazy, but you need to do this. This is all actually how you learn how to drive a semi-truck too. Listen. Now, with your childish mind, with your adolescent mind, I want to tell you this, and I want you to listen to it and try to make it make sense. Hello, children. I'm Mr. Led. I want to tell you something. We want you to work until you're 65 years old. We want to work the shit out of you until you're 65. Once you're 65, we're going to give you crumbs to try to stay alive like Hunger Games. You're going to move in all the weirdest little apartment buildings that you can afford. Every last one you get, you're going to have to move out because the rent is going to go up. Okay? All right. If you purchase a home, we're going to raise the taxes in that area so much that you're going to be so behind in taxes because you're not making enough on your retirement that the bank is going to take your home, the one you paid for and paid off over that 65 years. We're taking that from you. Work 65 years of your life to retire, but it's never really a retirement. You are going to end up going back to work. You're going to be doing some sideline hustle work, doing something. That's your retirement. Forget that dream of moving to Hawaii and Fiji and moving to Africa. No. No. We make sure people tell you that so you can keep aspiring to stay at this company and work your ass off so you can think that's what's going to happen to you later. It's not. Now, I want you to hear that and tell me, am I full of crap? Don't that sound crazy? I want you to work until you're 65 years old. Damn near till you got a foot in the grave. And then you can retire. You can technically retire. But you'll never really truly be retired. That's what they do to us. That's what they're telling us right now. You can live the American dream if you work your ass off until you dead. That's exactly the truth right there. You work your ass off till you damn near dead, then you can go somewhere and take a break. You can't ever really truly retire unless you take your own retirement in your own hands. Stop waiting for the government. Look, we're going to start at 65 years ago. Look how the government is run in the first place. Over the last 65 years, I'm only starting there. Look how the government is run in the first place, and now you waiting on them to give you money after you 65 years old. You know how dumb that is? That's like doing the job before you get paid. And then you go to the lady door. You done raked all the leaves. You done knocked on the door. I'm done with the leaves, ma'am. Well, I didn't want them bagged up. I just wanted them in the other side of the yard. I can't pay you for that. Ma'am, we discussed this, and you didn't say that. You said you wanted them bagged up. But I wanted them bagged up on the other side of the yard. Now look, you ain't gonna get what you thought you was gonna get because you did the work before you was even paid. And that's what retirement is. You working your ass off with the expectation of thinking that you're gonna live good when it's all over. And you get to that point. And every elder that I've spoken to, every person that I hear get to that point and they do one of two things. One, they know they'd had smoke blowed up their cheeks. Or two, they never stop working. They never stop working. They work for the rest of their life. Because once they realize I'm only gonna be making like $2,000 on my pension and another $700 on my retirement, and then my rent is this and that, my mortgage that, and I got a car note and this. When you retire, that's the other thing out. Let's keep it 100. When you retire, by the time it's time for you to retire, you in debt so deep you can't retire. Because 2 years before you was retirement, you bought yourself a retirement present and you bought a brand new Cadillac. 2 years before you was about to retire, you had your house put new siding on it and shit. You did all this stuff as a retirement gift to yourself. And the next thing you know, now it's time to retire. You got bills coming in every month. You ain't retiring. You ain't going nowhere. My puppy cold. You ain't going nowhere. You gonna do like everybody else. Keep punching that clock until it's time for you to punch that clock. So, with asking me, do I think you should take out a mortgage, or do I think you should take out your pension or retirement or your savings or your 401k and all of that stuff, your stocks, and man, right now, there is nothing more valuable than land besides your life. There is nothing more valuable than land other than your life. I can prove it. Wars have been fought, won, and lost. Civilizations have been destroyed. Civilizations have been built. Worlds have collided. For what? Land and power. Because land is power. Land is power. That little man over there, Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang over there at war with them other folks. Why? He wants their land. He don't care about human life. Thousands and thousands of people is perishing. He don't care. I gotta have that land. Right? This new guy coming into office, first thing he said, he ain't even in office yet. You know what he said? I want Canada. I want Greenland. And I want Mexico. I'm not making this up. That's what he said out of his mouth. He said, I want Canada. I want Greenland. And I want Mexico. Why do all these leaders, if you will, they don't care about your women, they don't care about your gold, they don't care about your diamonds, they don't care about none of your jewels, none of your culture. They want your land. It's a reason for that. And it's been fought, land been fought. Listen, even the biblical wars been going on for thousands of years before Christ. Why have them wars been being battled? For land. Land. Land has always been the most powerful thing amongst men besides our own lives. That's why. That's why I would do it. Because your pension and your retirement is not guaranteed to you. Here's another one about your pension and your retirement. And I'm going to throw that in there and I'm going to stop, okay? Here's another thing about your pension and your retirement. That's not guaranteed to you. You think because you work 30 years or whatever it's been, you are owed your $2,400 a month. You think that's guaranteed to you? Two problems with that. One of them is you getting this stuff from the government. Yeah, Panama. Thank you, Flo. That's the other one he wanted, Panama. Here's the other problem you have with waiting until you're 65 to get your retirement. You might not make it till 65. Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought of that? So here was my thinking. I may not make it to 65 to be able to get any retirement, to get any pension. So where does your pension and your retirement go if you die early? Anybody? Anybody know where your pension and retirement go when you die too early? Back to the government. They may give your wife a little pinch of it. They may give your wife a little pinch. But it goes right back to the government. The same people you've been working for your entire life, hoping you can retire, right? Now listen to me close. If you take what they owe you now while you're still young and healthy and invest it into land, if you don't make it to 65, I just left my kids acres upon acres upon acres that they can build upon themselves. They will always get my retirement and pension right here. I didn't have them wait for the government to get it. I gave it to them right here. I'm not depending on them to be just and honorable to me so I can help my family once I'm 65. No, I took my shit, did, bam, boom. Now I have something to give my children, and I don't have to work as damn hard for the rest of my life. And when I'm gone, everything that I was owed is still here. I can still give this to my kids, give this to my wife. They can sell it off, make millions of dollars. They can do whatever they want, but I left them something. Once the government stuff is cut off, it's cut off. Once you dead, that's it. So listen, and I'm going down conspiracy theory alley. Somebody get a rope. Get a rope. I'm going down conspiracy theory alley. I ain't gonna go too deep though, okay? But just hold on to the rope. Y'all got the rope? Everybody, please hang on to the rope. Because I'm going down conspiracy theory alley. And it smells funny. Okay? Today it's hot down there. It's stinking. Okay. That's why they make it legal in America for you to eat all of this garbage food. They want you dead early. That's why they legalize putting red dye in everything and all these cancerous things. I don't know how many things I pick up that says might cause cancer. Like a frying pan? Wait a minute. If you pick up this refrigerator had a label on it that said components in this refrigerator may cause cancer. What? Everything you flip over, everything now. If you flip it over or look on the instructions somewhere on the device or the instruction, somewhere it says parts of this component may cause cancer, not legal in California. Right? The reason they don't mind all of this stuff making you sick, why do you think they want to reverse all the pollution laws and the environmental laws? They want to reverse that so your ass can stay sick, so you can buy medicine all the time. They want you to stay sick so you can die, and they don't have to pay you your pension and stuff. They don't have to give you no government subsidies after your ass is dead. That money will go right back in their pocket. The money that you worked 65 years to earn go back in the government's pocket. There is no other country on the planet Earth, not even Pootie Tang. Even Pootie Tang, he's a war machine. Even he got rules like, yeah, we go over there and we be killing people, but we don't want them eating no Fruit Loops. We don't want the people eating Fruit Loops, you know? In every other country, all of this dry cereal and stuff is garbage. It's poison. And they know it, and they've outlawed it and been outlawed. We the only country sitting around here eating some damn sugar smacks. Big fat ass children and stuff. Oh, 3-year-old, 300-pound babies. This is America. 3-year-old, 300-pound babies. I know that's doing a lot, but you know what I'm saying? Why is this okay? Because they want your ass sick in the body and in the mind. So because you're literally, listen, to the government, you are literally worth more dead than alive. I know that sounds crazy, but you're worth more dead than alive. You're worth more dead because they don't got to pay you no more. They're not obligated to pay you no more. Let's put it like that. They're off the books. You're worth more to the government dead than alive. That's why they don't care whether we live. They're not trying to make us healthier. They want us to get sicker because medication, big pharma. Then you turn around and you got your death. All of that pays them back. So why on God's green earth would you wait till you 65 years old to so-called finally be able to kick your feet up, which you really don't even work that way? I don't know any retirees that don't got to have to supplement their income. I don't know one. Maybe I don't know one because the other ones are so rich they don't want to be around people like me. But for the most part, I don't know any people that's retired that don't have to supplement their income in some way, form, or fashion. I don't know none. So, would I mortgage property? Absolutely. Would I cash in my pension and stuff early? Yep, I would. I know people that have been waiting for their pension because they say, I want the full ride. I want the whole thing. They owe me everything. So you going to try to wait an extra 5 years to try to get your full ride pension and end up not even knowing that the full ride, if you got out now, you was going to make $2,400 a month. But you wait 5 more years, you going to make $2,500 a month. Man, people like that make me think about what the hell is wrong with humanity. You're going to work for the man for 5 more years just to get an extra $1,000 on some money that's not guaranteed to you, or you ain't even guaranteed to live to see it. This is the new world. In this new world, you better get. This is like the casino. You have people in the casino. When they win, they keep playing the dumbass game until they go home with no drawers or pants on. Y'all know, you go see any casino in America, you see that one dude, he hit the jackpot one time. He don't know when to quit. He keep on playing till he go home with no clothes on, and he owe Muggsy and them about 400 large. Am I lying? Okay. But then there's the people that go to the casino, people like me. I don't gamble. If somebody in my family want to go to the casino and I'm hanging out with my family, I'll go. But I'm that lame that puts play the penny slots. I'll play a penny slot or something. Cha-ching, oh my God, I hit $20. I'm done. I'm going back to the hotel room. That's me. I don't keep on playing. They're like, oh, that machine is hot tonight. You should go, man. Hey, have at it. If this machine is hot, You can have it now. You play it. You win it. I just made $20 out of 1 penny. I'm good. That's me. And that's the game of life that we playing right now. Some people still working, trying to play this system, trying to play this game, and you don't even realize this machine was built for you to lose. People like me in this life and in the casino, as soon as I see me winning, I'm done. I could have stayed at the damn post office. Because, look, with the income I'm bringing in now from our businesses that we do, with that little bit of income, look how I'm sustaining myself, right? Well, with my post office income, I would have been balling. I would have been balling. Nope, I'm not that kind of person. I'm like, man, I got everything I need right here. Why keep on playing the game? Cash me out. Cash me out. I'm done. And here I am. I don't want to play their game no more. And that's why I did this. Lord forbid, if I ever have to go to work, I gotta go to work. But I'm gonna ride this donkey till the hooves come off. Right? I mean it. I'm gonna ride this. This is retirement right here. This is the real retirement. That kind of retirement that, look, today, I know I should be working, but I'm going to go lay my ass back down. I'm going to play with this puppy dog, and I'm going to make me and her some dinner. I don't got to think about punching nobody clock. My clock ain't even on. I don't even got it. Come on. I don't got, man, that's the real retirement. Not worrying about how I'm going to pay something man, that's the real retirement. Every time the bills come through, you like, oh, God, they done went up on my dog on such and such. How many people say that every month? Damn, they done went up on the light bill. They talking about we owe about $1,200 in the water bill. Who cut the water on? Must got a leak. Let me go around the house, see if I got some leak. No, you ain't got no damn leak. You got a leak in your pocket. They go up and go down on the prices of your utilities whenever the hell they feel like it, like they in an office somewhere rolling dice. Like, they playing with your life. I'm tired of people playing with my life, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing everything in my power not to stay out of their game. This is that shit. So I'm living proof that it works. I'm living proof that it works. I'm not saying my way is right. I'm not saying my way is the best way. All I'm saying is my way so far is working. That's all. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Hell yeah, I would take out a mortgage on some land, because that land could pay for itself. That land could pay for the mortgage if you do it right. If you do it right. This next generation is lost. They so busy wasting money on shoes and teeth and hair. Hair. They're wishing you, I mean, they're spending money on hair. Fake boobs, fake butts, hair, eyelashes. Again, listen to me with your childish mind. In the future, listen to me with your childish mind, okay? Listen to me with your childish mind again. In the future, people are going to be buying butts and boobs and eyelashes and fingernails and wigs at astronomical prices. And teeth, fake teeth. And that's where all their fortune will be. You want to hear something? Now, imagine you back in the past and somebody is telling you that. People will spend $1,000 on a phone. Imagine you back in 1981 and somebody told you in the future telephones will cost $1,000. Imagine that. And here we are. In 1981, somebody told you phone's gonna cost you $1,000. Here we are. Can you believe this? Can you believe any of this? This is not everything they told you from 1981 till today has been a lie. Look where we are. Look where we are. And you still believe that they're going to give you a nice settlement payment every month so you can enjoy the rest of your life until you meet the Father. Nope. Nope. It's not going to ever happen. And they know it. That's how this whole thing was played out. This whole thing is built this way. I'm going to say this, then I'm going to leave for real. I said this in a video the other day. Imagine this. You are, I'm not going to say the S word, but you are owned by people. You're owned by another man. And I'm going to tell you how. You work at this factory. We're going to call it the cheese factory. You work at the cheese factory. You make a certain wage at the cheese factory. Okay? You don't know that you're owned by the man, Mr. Cheese, we going to call it. You're owned by Mr. Cheese, just like a plantation dude. Let's not say the S word, okay? You're owned by Mr. Cheese. Now I'm going to tell you how you owned by Mr. Cheese. Because Mr. Cheese owns the cheese factory. You're working at the cheese factory. You make a decent wage. You go out into the world and spend all your money in the mall, in the gas station, in the grocery store. What you don't know is Mr. Cheese owns the mall, the gas station, and the grocery store. So what he does is when he pays you money, when you get paid, he take taxes out of it, right? And so-called pay the government. He take taxes out the money that he give you. You take your money and you go to the mall, you go to the gas station, and you go to the grocery store. You spend your money in those establishments. You don't realize all you did was give Mr. Cheese his damn money back because he owns the mall, the gas station, and the grocery store. You gave him his money back. And not only did you give him his money back, but you had to pay taxes at the mall, at the grocery store, and at the gas station. So you didn't just give him his own money back. Remember, he started out, took a pinch of taxes before he gave you the money. Then you went and spent it. You added taxes on out there. You didn't just give him his money back. You gave him extra money. You gave him 2/3 of his money that he invested in you back. So you made him money. You understand that? He initially took taxes out your check, gave you the check. You went and spent the check. You paid taxes on everything you bought. He owns all these establishments. Those taxes went right back to him. So not only did you give him his money, did he let you basically borrow back, but you made him money like a hoe. You out in these streets and you made him money straight like a streetwalker. All you're getting out of the deal is room and board, just like you were on a plantation. You got somewhere to live, but you paying Mr. Cheese to live there. He owns the banks. He owns all the mortgage companies. He owns the insurance companies. So in reality, we really still are on a plantation. Think about that. All right, I'm done. That ain't conspiracy theoryality. That was the truth. It's a big, ugly circle. Like everybody, you think the man to make that chocolate and them little kisses, you think all he own is chocolate? You think the people down in Florida with that mouse at that little kingdom, you think all they do is draw cartoons? They own everything. Everything you buy, they own it. They own oil companies, gas stations, grocery stores, mortgage companies, insurance companies, Hollywood executive, Hollywood studios. They own everything. Everything you do, they got their hands deep down in it somewhere. So no matter what you do, you're paying them. You paying the chocolate man and you paying that mouse. Because you said, I don't go to Disney. I don't go to Dingle World because I don't like that. I don't go to Dingle World because that man is racist or whatever. It don't matter whether you go to Dingle World and get on that teacup or not. You just bought this brand new Barbie doll. He got his hands into that factory. You bought your daughter a birthday cake. His company make the frosting. It's the truth. Go look for yourself. Everything I'm saying to you is pure truth. And ain't nobody listening. And I'm going to tell you, one way out. One. Go back to the old ways. Get out on your damn land and make your life out there. It's ugly, it's hard, and it's rough, and I'm not going to pretend that this is some kind of cute little pootsy, I'm off-grid bullshit, because it's not. It's hard, it's hell. You get sick, and then you kind of be like, man, what am I about to do? Because I'm in the middle of nowhere. It is not easy being out here. I got tons of shit to do. Every time I go outside, I want to go back in the house because I got tons of stuff to do. And it's only me. I'm the only one out here. My family is busy with their lives. I'm the one that got to do everything. So do I want to do it? No. But I'd rather go outside and look at this MFing catastrophe that I got. I'd rather go out there and look at this mess I got all over the place than go to work and be in some damn factory for 14 damn hours. I'd rather go out here and mess around in this garbage dump and all this trash I got to get rid of. I'd rather be out here chopping wood and shit and dealing with wild packs of dogs than being in that mail truck at 120 degrees for the next damn 16 hours. So I don't care what nobody say. It's one way out of that maze. It's land ownership, and I can't explain to you why. The only time you gonna know is when you do it. When you buy you some land and you sit on that land for a good year, mess around with it, look around, walk around, play with it. All I'm doing is playing with it. I'm fumbling with it, right? I ain't even went hard yet. I'm dry humping. I ain't doing nothing to the land yet. But imagine, I accomplished all of this just by playing with the land. And I don't gotta, y'all ain't heard not nan damn soul interrupt me all day, have you? You ain't heard nobody, you ain't heard no music, no voices, no nothing. Nothing. All day since I've been talking. I ain't looked over my shoulder because I'm worried about somebody walking up on me. And all I gotta do right now is make sure my damn wood stove keep burning, chop this wood, get this diesel heater full of fuel, make sure my chickens is safe and enclosed, and cook me some food. What? We've been doing stuff so backwards that we think backwards is forward. We literally been doing stuff so stupid my entire life that we think backwards is forwards. We think us walking around in damn circles is making any kind of ground. We ain't making no ground. And you know when you find out you ain't making no ground, when you get to about, when you hit about 30, 35 years old, when you hit about 30, 35 years old, I'm going to talk about me because I can't speak for you. And I'm going to speak for a few other people I know. When you hit that 30, 35 years old, you start looking back and seeing how much shit you accomplished. Because you kind of lightweight start comparing your lifestyle and your accomplishments to other people around you. When you hit 30, that starts to matter, right? By 40, you either feeling like I'm on the right path or I am effing up bad. I got to figure something out. When you hit 40, you start being like, man, I got to figure something out. You know? Something, I ain't hitting on all cylinders. At 50, by the time you 50, you kind of like, I hope this is some gas, you know? I hope this is some gas. I took about 3 tons, but it's still here. No, you really start thinking about your mortality. Like, how much longer am I going to be here? And then you start thinking about how much have I accomplished and how much I still have left to do. How much can I get done before this ain't gas no more? You dig what I'm saying? We've been running in circles all this time and not accomplishing real stuff, real solid chewed meat to chew. You ain't accomplished anything. You listen to me. Can I tell y'all something? Your job is not an accomplishment. Your line of employment is not an accomplishment. It's not. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care how much you make a year. That is not an accomplishment because that can be taken from your ass like that. And once your job is taken from you, you went to college for 8 to 12 years, and then you worked on this great job. You had a corner office. You was making all this money, had a high-rise apartment, and all it takes is for you to be dead, and it's over. You can't leave none of that good living to nobody you know. All that good living you did, high-rise apartment, Olympic-sized swimming pool, all this good shit, you nice cars, all it takes for you is to close your eyes for eternal sleep, and that is all over with. Not just for you, but for everybody you know. Nobody can acquire any of that. With land, soon as it's time for you to take a dirt nap, somebody else is going to rise to the throne and become the king of the castle. You can't do that with no wonderful job. You can't. I done seen millionaires die and ain't nothing left. You know what's funny? I'm going to use this in a scenario. I watch all these millionaires, actors, and there's one in particular in my mind, but I'm not going to mention him. I just seen him recently. Is on TV or on some interview talking about he's struggling to survive, to maintain. This is a A-list actor. A A-list actor. Everybody know him. Everybody seen him. You've seen all his movies. You've seen every movie he was in. Is damn near a stone skip away from homelessness. Stone skip away from homelessness. Out of all the millions of dollars he made on all these films over all these years, that did not help him do anything. I'm going to talk about one artist. Now, that's an artist that's 2 stone skips away from homelessness, right? Now, I'm going to flip the coin. There's one artist. She wasn't really that big. She had one good hit record, and on the whole record, she had one song on the whole damn record. Maybe 2 songs. Beautiful woman, beautiful. That ain't doing nothing for you though. And I'm gonna name her. So she didn't ever make crazy money because her record was not, Khalees. How many people remember Khalees? I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now. Everybody know Khalees. If you don't, look her up. Trust me, do yourself a favor, look her up. Why is Khalees still rich when she had one punk ass album? She didn't really sell a bunch of records. Why is she still rich? I'm going to tell you why. Because Khalees took the money that she made off that one lousy album and invested her money in a ranch and a farm and animals and chickens and livestock and farming. She got a whole full-fledged farm that she lives off of, sells her own fruits and vegetables and juices and all the tinctures and stuff. She don't make me, every now and then she come back and do a little tour real quick, but she got it all. And she still look like she belong in outer space somewhere shining down on earth. But she took her money and invested it in her ranch, her farm, her land. So she ain't rich in the sense of she walking around driving Bugattis. But that woman will never need anything ever again in the rest of her life. Some of these entertainers are getting smart and going out here and purchasing them some land. Instead of buying you a big ass mansion with no furniture in it and a 20-car garage with a damn Toyota in it. Some of these entertainers is getting smart. I'm going to buy as much land as I can. And I'm going to put me a little cabin on. I'm going to tell you another one that he ain't very financially smart, but he did something smart in the end. What's his name? What's Jay-Z dude name that can't stand him now? Rockefeller. What's his name? Dame Dash. Dame Dash went out. Now, he just went broke, but he bought a whole farm because he saw it coming. He knew he was about to go broke. He bought a whole farm out in like Colorado or some Denver or something out there. Dame Dash bought him a whole farm. And everybody laughing at him. Even though he went broke financially in the music industry, look what this dude did. He about to make some kind of comeback. Because all you can do with a farm is make a comeback. This dude bought a whole farm. Dame Dash wearing a cowboy hat and some cowboy boots or some Timberlands with some spurs on them or something. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody keep trying to figure out how to get out the matrix, but every time somebody tell you, you don't listen. Everybody keeps saying, I need to get out the matrix. Get out the matrix. We done all turned the matrix into some theme park ride. We need to get out the matrix. We need to wake up. We say woke. We say matrix all the time, but you don't do anything about it. And it's only one way to come out of the matrix, and it's only one way to so-called wake up for real is, man, purchase you some land. And the only way to come out of this weird-ass world that we're a part of is to build your own world. I can't make this up. The only way to come out of that world out there is to build your own world right here. That's it. That's the only way. Some people want to move people on their land, start a village. That's fine if that's what you want to do. But no matter what it is, you ain't going to be able to do what... Come here. I needed to smell my breath. Listen. You will not be able to show this world your full potential. The reason why the Almighty put you here on this rock. You will not be able to show this world your true, real superpower and potential, because you playing by somebody else's rules and they're controlling how you can express yourself, what you can express, and how to express it. You'll never be able out in their world to show your full potential. The reason you're put on this rock and that's what's driving people crazy. It's like you ain't did it in a long time. You got blue balls, right? That's the blue balls of life. That's the blue balls of life right there. You've been holding back your potential and your creativity for so long that something gonna pop. Make people do stupid stuff. It's the blue balls of life. Some of y'all ladies like, what does he mean? Blue balls of life. If a human being is not able to express themselves fully and create the way they want to create without instruction, without direction, after a while something pop, you go crazy, you do a little stupid stuff. And that's what's wrong with all these people out here. Everybody is so restricted that they think there's no other way but to do crazy stuff. The thing you gotta do is get the hell away from people. I ain't seen nobody in 5 days. Me and this dog, we be talking to each other. I've been talking to a puppy dog for 5 days. I don't like rolling up and seeing other people in the first place. See this? Because they ain't going to, if I showed the world what I got going on here, they'd be like, what the hell is he doing? Why he got all that shit all over the place? What's all of this? The only people understand my mess is the people that's living this life right now. I know a lot of homesteaders right here on YouTube. I know a lot of them personally. And when they see my mess, they understand it. Because they have the same mess too, whether they show it or not. They got a mess somewhere. This life right here, you're always busy, you're always working, and something is always a mess. It's always something that need to get cleaned up. Always. Believe that. All right? Now, with that being said, everybody, yes, I'm going to finish this off. Yes, if you want to buy land, I say, hell yeah, get a mortgage. Make sure you pay the mortgage off. That's all to it. You'll be a landowner one way or the other. But if you're trying to wait till you can save enough cash, $300,000 with cash, and you working at McDonald's, good luck with that. Good luck with that. While you sitting there making $750 an hour, working at McDonald's, trying to pay for a $300,000 plot of land, all these land investors is buying all the land from all around you. That's all I'm saying. I just told you somebody very close to here bought this big ass plot of land. I think it was like 40 acres. Like that. Soon as the sign went up. All right? I ain't gonna hold y'all no more. I'm sorry about this long video, but I had got passionate, man. When I talk about the land, the reason I get so passionate is because I be trying to explain my emotion to you verbally. And that's frustrating. I can't do it. But man, I wish you could feel this. I wish you could feel this. Okay? Everybody, enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful sugar-free Sunday. And remember, sugar-free Sunday is not a diet. It's not a trend. It's all about hashtag flip it over and read what's on the label of the food that you're eating. That's all it is. Once you find out how much sugar and carbohydrates is in your food, you can start making better health choices on what you put in your mouth. That's it. Everybody, I love you. Please enjoy your Sunday. I'll be seeing y'all later. I'm going to check out a few channels and watch y'all. All right? Just good luck. Good luck. Do your research. Do your due diligence no matter what. Don't listen to me and don't listen to nobody else on YouTube. Do your due diligence. Okay? Because it ain't going, everything don't happen for everybody the same way. That's all I'm saying. All right? Everybody have a wonderful night. Because I got to go take a dump. All right. Peace, y'all.